Driving down this long and lonely highway, sitting on $1.10 most all the way. I hear a voice on the radio, singing all the songs I know, but I'm hanging for some real company. Hey, hey, these rusty wheels keep turning over. Man, this old truck's seen better days. I've crossed every state line, all boats of every kind, and divided all the truck stops on the way. And I could tell you stories and swear they'd all be true. Seen red skies over Alice as the storm began to brew. So riggers getting tired as the miles pass us by, but I'm betting we'll be together till I die. It's a long, hard road when you're doing it alone. There's a lifetime of good memories that I can call my own. Places I've been and seen and all the good friends in between. What made me the man I am today? Working this country's roads to make my pay. Taking a break at a road outside of Sydney. It's 3 a.m., my eyes are hanging low. I order coffee, take a seat as I flip through a magazine. I'd hit a caffeine and I'll be good to go. Then the friendly owner strikes up conversation. Son, why'd you choose to live this life? Have you ever wanted change to the way your story's told? Step out of that truck and break your daddy's mold. And I said I could tell you stories and swear they'd all been true. Seen red skies over Alice as the storm began to brew. Mister, it ain't easy, hard nights I've had a few. There's nothing else in this world I'd rather do.
G'day everybody, Mick from Oztruckintv. Here we are out here at Redcliffe Showgrounds for the Brisbane Convoy for Kids. And I've just been able to catch up with Jane Denham, who's performing here tonight. What does Convoy for Kids mean for you and entertaining people at these sort of venues?
Yeah, well Mick, I love writing songs about trucks and about the industry, so I do get to perform at a lot of events like this, and being a part of charity, raising money for the kids is definitely something worth, giving our time for. And I'm ambassador this year, so it's an honour to be involved in such a being photobombed. And this is what it's all about. It's all for the kids, eh? Yeah, Convoy for Kids.
Well, at the end of the day, like coming out and entertaining, and I just see when you turned up, you're in Ned Kelly.
Yeah, first time in the Ned Kelly.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate, that truck is a head turner.
It is, it is.
And to be able to come in that truck must have been a good look out, and just to be hanging out there with Scuzzy.
Oh, absolutely. And it handles so well too on the road because it's that little bit longer. He's stretched it out.
It's a big machine.
It is a big machine. It's a beauty.
Well, look, hey Jane, look, hope you have a great day today. I know everybody else is going to, and they're all going to be over watching you sing later on.
Yep, looking forward to it.
And thanks for appearing on Oztruckintv.
See you, Mick. Thanks.
She's $1 million call girl, she's the best money buy. She's worth every penny, but she'll take you for a ride. You don't need no reason, you don't need to lie. She don't care where you come from or if you've got a wife. Stripped down, saddle up, you better pay, but you better hold on tight. One hell of a ride.
Okay everybody, here we are once again at the Brisbane Convoy for Kids, and someone who's frequently at all these type of events, Andrew McSweeney. How are you, Scuzzy?
Good, buddy. Yourself?
Mate, it's good to see you here, and obviously Ned, wherever you are, Ned is.
Yeah.
Always a head turner. But look, the top 10, how much money did they pick up just for the top 10?
Oh, I'm not sure.
It was
Barry Lamb chipped in quite a bit at the end.
Look, I heard somewhere around about, don't quote me, but 50, 60 grand just out of the top 10 trucks.
Possible, yep.
Which is a great figure for the charity.
Yep.
Now, wherever you are is Ned Kelly, but you have a new addition.
We do.
And this, what do you call this one?
Rancher.
The Rancher. Now, obviously, you know you got the farm down the north coast there.
Yep.
And everybody was, well, I was expecting bling.
Yep.
No bling.
No bling. Old school.
Old school?
Old school.
How old's this girl?
44 years old.
44-year-old Kenworth, and obviously you had it as a prime mover.
Yep.
You blew it out.
Yep.
Obviously stock crate on the back for the farm.
Yep.
Right, she goes all right?
Yeah, she got a 290 small cam, so it makes it a 240.
Righto.
9-speed box behind it, which we're still getting used to. It's the old school box.
I see you didn't drive it out though.
No, I couldn't.
You give it to Chris?
Didn't know how to. I'll give the young fella a go at it.
He was all right. He did all right, didn't he?
Yeah. He begged me. We went for a test drive last night, and it's the first time I've driven an older truck. And we went for a few laps around the wharf last night to get used to the box, and come back and said, "You drive this, and I'll drive Ned, Dad." And I said, "No, you're right."
Well, I mean, obviously, Land, even Roger Smith, I mean, with his G88 Volvo, like another guy who turns up to all these type of events. Now, you guys, without you guys turning up these events and enticing people to come to these events, it's like leading by example.
It is. So
a credit to you guys for having that pull and getting these people involved. Obviously, we've got HHA here, we've got Lee Moulds, and a whole swag of other companies who always look forward to this date.
Yeah. I mean, this is the I think this is the biggest one they've had this year.
Yep.
I've heard numbers up over 240, 250.
Wow.
Which is 60, 70 more than last year. This is the first year we've had 10 trucks in the top 10 shootout.
Okay.
Usually there's only 3 or 4, you know, in the top 10 shootout. So top 10 got filled up pretty early in the race this year.
It's good. It's a competition in itself between the top 10.
It is.
And obviously you guys are going against each other to get that #1 spot.
Yep.
But the winner in the end is the charity.
Exactly right.
So,
exactly right. Even though lead spot on the convoy is like Craig Lowndes doing lead on Bathurst. It's the same sort of vibe, the hype. It's all in there. It's all part of the fun.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, also our Rig of the Month competition at Oztruckintv. Now, for the month of October and November, Scuzzy, Andrew McSweeney from Scuzz Trans has thrown in 2 $300 fuel vouchers or Caltex vouchers. Now, the first one's already gone to Kenny Wilson from Eklund Transport. Good on you, mate. So anybody who's interested in grabbing one of those prizes, enter now. The entry's open today and close on the 12th. So go to the website and see how to enter, and you can be in a chance to win that prize.
Nick, I'm even keen next Rig of the Month.
Yep.
At a prize to throw a photo of me in there as well.
Really?
Yeah. I'll even sign it, Nick.
In front of Ned?
Yeah.
We'll do that. All right. Thanks very much for being on Oztruckintv. We really appreciate it, Andrew. Anytime. You've been watching Oztruckintv. Mick from Oztruckintv. We're up here with Tristan again, once with Summit Tower Hire. Thanks very much, guys, for giving us the opportunity. We're out here at the Brisbane Convoy for Kids at Redcliffe Showground. What a turnout, over 250 trucks. Wow, that's a credit to all the people who entered. I think it was over 60 grand for the top 10. That's a lot of cash people are throwing in, all for good cause. So all the trucks in the background, all shined up, and just having a great day out here. Thanks very much. Hey everybody, out here at the Brisbane Convoy for Kids, and hey Rog, how are you?
How you going, mate?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Mate, when we head out to these shows, we can always look forward to catching up with you.
Yeah.
And your G-Banger here.
Yeah.
And how's things, mate? This show is just getting bigger and bigger.
It certainly is, Michael. I've been in it now 3 years running. I'm part of the work like Scuzzy. This year, as far as I know, there was 240 vehicles in the convoy.
Yeah, what I said to Scuzzy was blokes like yourself and him and a few other these people, especially in the top 10, and people that just continue to turn up, you guys lead by example and others follow.
Yeah. And
it's a credit to you guys to get these people involved. And when we look around, there's just so much bling here.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
and these blokes must spend a lot of time
Yep.
polishing their trucks just for this one day.
Well, I know it takes me a good 12 hours to get the old
Yeah,
Volvo
look,
up to scratch.
And you know what? It's old and new trucks.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Just come along.
It's all about raising money for the charity.
That's exactly right. The charities this year were pretty special. We were riding for disabled.
Yep.
Beanley Special School.
Yep.
Redcliffe Special School, and a young fellow by the name of Braxton.
Okay.
Yeah.
All sort of grassroots stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. We support the groups that fall through the cracks, you might
Yep.
say.
Yep. Fair enough too. You know, like a lot of groups do miss out.
Yeah, that's it. They haven't got the big budgets to do the big advertisements and everything. So yeah, we're in there battling for those guys.
Okay. Now, previously we went up in the Summit Tower, and we got a great view
Yeah.
of all the trucks in here. Now, what was it like coming out on the gateway there?
Well, I actually had River 949 breakfast announcer Mike Byrne with me this morning.
Okay.
And he was taking selfies out the mirror.
Okay.
And yeah, it was an impressive sight as we come over the gateway.
Look, and really at the end of the day, the amount of people on the side of the road, was it good? Like a huge amount?
It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant.
It's a good feeling, isn't it?
The support you get as you come off that Hornibrook Bridge is just phenomenal. It
look,
makes the slogging during the year all worth it.
And look, with people here out on the roads waving, and it just gives you that feeling in your gut, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've done something good.
Yeah, a bit of
I've done something
appreciation
good, yeah.
and stuff like that. Yep.
Yeah.
And look,
It
it's excellent.
Yeah.
All right then, Rog.
No worries,
Mate,
Michael.
thanks for sharing your thoughts with us and
Too easy.
spending time with Oztruckintv, as always.
Okay, we'll catch you next show.
Thanks very much. Okay everybody, we're still out here at the Brisbane Convoy for Kids, and I'm out here with John Kelly. How are you, John?
Yeah, good Mick, good to see you.
Mate, yet again you brought a whole array of beautiful trucks out here. Now we've been over and seen Scuzzy with Ned Kelly. We walk over here and we're still turning our heads, mate. Just a whole heap of beautiful trucks here today. Mate, what does Brisbane Convoy for Kids mean for you?
The Brisbane Convoy for Kids, I remember being a little tacker when it was sort of happening in the late 80s and early 90s.
Yep.
And that was my really first, I suppose, exposure to big flash trucks, like running down with old Smile and my grandfather. You didn't see many good looking trucks running up there. And
they're all working trucks, mate.
That's it, and then come down to Convoy for Kids and see some chrome, So, it was awesome to be part of the community, to get sort of back on the road and running in its first year many years ago, and it's been a great success ever since.
I mean, sometimes people just can't resist bling. Simple as, like it's like a butcher bird, shiny stuff. I was looking for it,
Yeah.
The Convoy for Kids, it's a great thing, and obviously people here are raising money for, by being involved, raising money for charity. And we all know that the transport industry, whenever we can get out and do our bit, as well as carrying the country, we're good to throw money back in and help out charities too.
It's a good cause, like the community gets out there and it promotes the transport industry in a positive light, and you can count on one hand how many times it happens per year where the transport gets seen in a positive light. So
yeah, well it's always usually by mainstream media. It's usually quite negative, and the only people that can show the positive is us. We'll show the positives. And here at Oztruckintv, we're all about the positives about our industry, because that's who we are. Now listen, the television program, mate, can you tell us anything about any further episodes? Or?
Yeah, no, there's a season 2 coming out, so they're back filming very shortly. So we've expanded quite a bit in the last probably 18 months since filming. So we're sort of got another 7 depots. We've got about another 50 trucks now to the collection. So
wow.
A lot more personalities, a lot more bling, a lot more chrome, and a lot more big loads and big miles being made.
Okay, so obviously people can expect that. Now, there's 2 sides to the John Kelly, mate. People think, is that arrogant bastard going to be back on TV, or is he just that nice guy, or is he just playing up to the camera? We don't know. We don't expect you to tell anybody, but hey, I'm sure that plenty of our viewers will be looking forward for season 2.
Oh, listen, it was a great opportunity for us to showcase what we do, and a lot of people had mixed emotions about me, and
we still here, mate.
That's it. And I'm either loved or hated, but at the end of the day, I think we're doing the right thing for the transport industry, and I very much pride myself on what I do and how these trucks look, and it's a minority thing in transport, people actually caring.
Yeah, it is.
I can save hundreds of thousands of dollars a year on scrimping and saving on these trucks. I choose to get them out there in the community and look good. So,
well, really, every truck that any of us drive on the road is a mobile billboard for the company that owns that. And obviously, looking at your trucks, it's one hell of a smiling billboard, because obviously you guys seem quite happy to drive them around. They're proud, cleaning the trucks all the time, mate. And that's what we need in this industry. And the general public, it's our job to educate them, because obviously the rule makers and the people who are getting paid a lot of money to do education are making a lot of money. But it's up to us to educate these people about our job.
And like, the refreshing thing about the TV show and what we managed to achieve in HHA is I remember being influenced by some big time truckers when I was a young guy, and I'd like $1 for every young 10 or 12 or 13 year old that's come up to me and says, "I'm going to drive for you one day," and you've made me stand up and want to be in transport. And there's a lot of older guys there too that haven't had nothing to do with transport that come up to me and say, "Listen, I watched your TV show, I've gone and bought a truck and I got myself into trucking." So if I can influence one person and make them potentially be the next John Kelly or the next HHA out there, it's been pretty successful in my book.
Well, it's something to be proud of, isn't it? Well, John, mate.
Mick, always good.
Thank you very much.
Mate, keep doing a good job.
You're with Mick and John Kelly on Oztruckintv. See you later.
Shattered.
You've been off your feet. I'm glad that you've had 5 minutes to spare to have a chat with us here at Oztruckintv. In one word, what can you say about so far with the convoy?
Fan-bloody-tastic.
Okay, now, look, without the trucks turning up, it's really a non-event, isn't it?
Without the trucks, without the boys and girls coming out for the day, this is just an empty dust bowl. We've got people in the committee working tirelessly throughout the year. We've got sponsors that bend over backwards to help us. But the bottom line is, if those trucks don't turn up on the day, we've just got nothing.
Now, we had a chat with a few of your regulars, Roger Smith, Scuzzy from Scuzz Trans. We had a little talk with John Kelly. And look, plenty of beautiful trucks. And we also had a quick brief chat with Jane Denham when she arrived, and she'll be performing tonight at 6 p.m. I hear.
Yes, that's about right.
Wow,
she's a sweetheart. She came up early and everything to go into 98.9 and help Jamie promote the event, so it's been awesome.
Look, and like any event, your event as well as any others, every year it just grows, and it's just the pinnacle of convoys as far as I'm concerned. You guys are doing a great job from where you started to where you are now, and look, the possibilities are endless, and you have our support here from Oztruckintv.
Thank you very much. I would like to take the opportunity to thank everyone for coming today. It's a record year. We had 340 something trucks alone. I haven't got the figures from the UDs yet, but I believe it was about 28 and then they had another 20 odd just for the Ute show. So all in all, exceptional numbers, they're records.
Excellent. Well, Leanne, thank you very, very much for spending time with Oztruckintv, and big thumbs up for you and your team.
Thank you to everyone.
1, 2, 3, 4. Sing